We are done with the area of a rectangle, and as discussed, it's time to talk about area of a square. So now we are going to discuss what's the way to calculate area of a square. Is there any formula that we can derive? So the way we discussed in rectangle, we are going to use same square paper or square graph, and we will infer some formula for the calculation of area of a square. Now here we have these three squares and they have been placed on a square paper or a square graph, and now we are going to calculate the area of these different squares in a similar way we discussed in the case of area of a rectangle and the previous videos on area. So let's take this first one. This is a square of each side of 4 cm. That is, the length is 4 cm and the breadth is 4 cm. Now if we have to calculate the area for this one, if we have to calculate the area for this square, so how many full squares do we have? We can clearly see that we can, if we look properly, then we don't have any half square, we don't have any such squares which are less than a half square, and we don't have any such squares which are greater than a half square. In this case we have only full squares, right? We are limiting our discussion only for full squares. And if it's appearing Greek to you that what all these things are, then I'll request you to go to the previous videos on area and on area of rectangle, and just please watch those videos before coming to here. So here we have full squares. How many full squares do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 here, 8, plus 4 here, 12, plus 4 here, 16. We have 16 full squares. Now we know that each square is how much? It is 1 square centimeter, right? The area of each square is 1 square centimeter, and that is what a square graph or square paper would be if its square is in centimeters. So if 1 square is of area 1 square centimeter, then 16 full squares will be how much? What area they will occupy or cover? It will be 16 square centimeter. Since 1 has 1 square centimeter, therefore 16 full squares will have 16 square centimeter. Now look for this one or this one. So here we have 5 centimeter as the length and 5 centimeter as the breadth, and in order to calculate area for this one, we have, how many full squares do we have here? How many full squares do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. So 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. We have 25. Since 1 square is of area 1 square centimeter, therefore how much area will 25 full squares cover? It will be 25 square centimeter, right? Now in this case we have how many full squares do we have here? How many full squares do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, so 3 here, 6, plus 3 here, 9. We have 9 full squares. Since 1 square has area of 1 square centimeter, therefore 9 full squares will cover area of 9 square centimeter. Okay, so 16 square centimeter in this one, 25 square centimeter in this one, and 9 square centimeter in this case. Now if you look here properly in what we are getting here, the answers we are getting here, and if we look them properly, then if you see here, this is 16. So if we multiply 4 by this 4, right? 4 by this 4, this will be 4 times 4 will give you what? 16 square centimeter. 16 square centimeter here. I'm really sorry for for those dogs. So 4 times 4 is 16 square centimeter, and in this case we have 25 square centimeter. 25 square centimeter means what? 5 times 5, right? In this case we will get 4 times 4 as 16 square centimeter. If we multiply length by breadth, in this case this will be 5 times 5. You'll get again 25 square centimeter. 25 square centimeter. And in this case, if you look here, we have 3 times 3, that is 3 times 3 will give you 9 square centimeter, that's here. So what we can infer in each case from this, the information that we are getting here, and from this one, these two values are same. Therefore, we can say that for a square, it should be side times side, side times side, side times side, length of one side times length of another side, that is two sides are same. This will also be side times side, right? Because 3 times 3, side times side. So this is the formula. So what's the formula to calculate area of a square? The area of a square will be, side, the length of one side, that is all the sides are equal, therefore length of side times length of side, and square unit. In this case, our graph paper is of, is in centimeters. Unit can be anything, it can be centimeter, it can be meter, it can be millimeter. So this is a formula that is applicable everywhere. It's not only limited to a discussion for the graph, square graph or square paper. This formula is applicable everywhere. Remember this particular formula. In the case of rectangle, it was length times breadth square unit. In the case of a square, it's side times side square unit.